Welcome one and welcome all you lot to the review disc. Now you might be thinking to yourself, Desmond, you sound different today. Well, allow me to tell you a story. I was watching Ford v Ferrari with my wife, and afterwards we felt like watching Bohemian Rhapsody, a film she hadn't seen yet. Afterwards I felt the need to walk around the house with my best British accent, and she challenged me to hold that up for the rest of the day. Now, being a man who doesn't back down from a challenge, I'll be doing exactly that. So you lot are lucky enough to have this review done in the Queen's English. Now let's get down to brass tacks. The Boys. This comic book, upon its release in 2006, has immediately caused controversy, to the point that DC Comics had to cancel the title. Luckily, found a home at Dynamite Entertainment not long after. The book can be dark, suspenseful, heartwarming and incredibly funny. Not only did it result into an equally brilliant television show, the comic left readers wanting more. Sometimes though, you should be careful what you wish for. Today we'll be reviewing The Boys, Dear Becky. Now, with the success of the aforementioned TV show, Dynamite released The Boys, Dear Becky. This comic book is set 12 years after the ending of The Boys and a failed superhero coup. The story focuses on Annie and Huey as the latter receives Butcher's diary. It features typical boys' dark fun, but it gets kind of boring, mainly because in the diary, the same is repeated ad nauseum. Butcher has to let go of Becky so he can do what needs to be done. It gets old real fast. Now, granted, in the opening pages, Butcher states no one's ever accused him of being a high-caliber wordsmith, so perhaps him droning on the subject was done on purpose. Also, in an attempt to delve more into Butcher's history, it's revealed that he used to cheat on Becky every now and then. This struck me as highly out of character, since Butcher has always held Becky on a pedestal from day one, and he did everything in his power not to lose her. There's also an appearance by James Stilwell, who, after having suffered a mental breakdown, spends his days roaming a pineapple farm, unkempt and rambling about bad product. He's never mentioned by name, so if you don't remember his bad product line from all the way back in 2012, you'll miss his cameo. I feel the book failed the reputation Stilwell had built up. This is the man who could look a rampaging Homelander in the eye and still maintain a steady heartbeat. He also set up a plan in advance to blame Jessica Bradley for the superhero coup, so it's kind of strange seeing him devolve into insanity. Yes, at the end of The Boys, we see him display for the first time what could remotely be described as disappointment when he realises all superheroes are, in fact, bad product. Which brings me to the book's biggest problem. Stilwell is never referred to by name. He simply repeats the line, bad product. Now, I love The Boys, but this series ended 10 years ago. Readers can't be expected to remember details hinted at through single lines of dialogue and textless flashbacks. And the book does that quite a lot. Now, the original series cleverly used superheroes to critique the American corporate system. Pages where the Seven would discuss royalties and contracts were quite interesting because of this. Dear Becky tries to critique today's invasive tech company policies and politics, but does so only in single lines of dialogue rather than have them be a core part of the plot. Revisiting old stories can be quite enjoyable, but Dear Becky is one of those instances where it's best to leave the story where it ended. Well, that's the tea. Enjoy this video, subscribe for more, we're here every week.